dear children, welcome to this section. I think you all studied the previous section and completed the notes. Our pre-midterm examination is coming. So, study seriously and complete all the works and give a excellent result also. Then, in the last section, we studied the topics about magnets. First of all, we discussed about what are magnets and the properties of magnetic lines of force around a bar magnet. And then we discussed about what is the use of compass needle and how can we prove a magnetic field is developed around a current carrying conductor. Then we studied that based on the shape of the conductor, the shape of the magnetic lines also varies. So, first we discussed about the magnetic field lines due to a straight current carrying conductor, and what we studied, the magnetic lines of force due to a straight current carrying conductor is concentric circles around the conductor, and if we change the direction of current, the direction of field also changes, and we can find the direction of magnetic field through this conductor by using Fleming's right hand thumb rule, and these all we discussed in the last class. So, please go through the points that you studied in the previous classes. Magnets. The substances having the property of attracting iron, nickel, cobalt are called magnets. They are of different types. Usually we are using bar magnet and horseshoe magnet. Properties of magnets. Magnets have two poles, north and south. Like poles repel and unlike pole attracts, and the strength of the magnet is maximum at the poles. Then magnetic field. The region of space surrounding a magnet where the force is experienced is called magnetic field. Then magnetic lines of force are the imaginary lines that drawn from the north pole of a magnet to south pole is called magnetic lines of force. Compass needle. This is a device used to find the direction. A compass is usually a small box with a glass cover on it. A magnetized needle pivoted inside the box which can rotate freely. Its needle indicates the north-south direction when it comes to rest. Magnetic lines of force around a bar magnet. Magnetic line of force is a line or straight or curved in the magnetic field, tangent to which at any point gives the direction of magnetic field at that point. Properties of magnetic lines of force. They are emerged from the north pole and merge at south. Inside the magnet, the direction of field lines is from south pole to north. Inside the magnetic lines of force are parallel, so the magnetic field is uniform. Two magnetic lines of force do not intersect each other. If they intersect at a point, it would mean that compass needle will point two directions at that point, which is not possible. Magnetic lines of force are very close at the end, so the strength of the magnet is maximum at the poles. Magnetic lines of force due to a current carrying straight conductor. Properties of magnetic lines of force due to a straight conductor. The magnetic lines of force are concentric circles with their centers lying on the curve. If the direction of current changes, the deflection of compass also changes. That means the direction of magnetic field also changes. When the direction of current is downward, then the direction of lines of force is clockwise. When the direction of current is upwards, then the direction of lines of force is in anti-clockwise. On increasing the strength of current, the magnetic lines of force become denser and iron filings are arranged in circles up to a larger distance from the wire. It shows magnetic field strength has increased. That is, magnetic field is directly proportional to the current and inversely proportional to the distance. V is proportional to I and inversely proportional to R. Right hand thumb rule. Imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand such that thumb points towards the direction of current. Then the fingers that you wrap around the conductor shows the direction of magnetic field lines. So, today we are going to discuss about the following points. That is, the first point is magnetic lines of force due to a circular loop and magnetic lines of force due to a circular coil. These both are almost equal. Why? Because loop means only a single one. Coil means the number of turns will increase. Then the next, magnetic lines of force due to a solenoid. And we are going to study the properties of magnetic lines of force due to a solenoid. Then how can we understand the direction of current and the direction of field lines? Field lines already we discussed one rule, that is Fleming's right hand thumb rule. Then I'll give a outline for the topics that we are going to discuss. A brief explanation for that. Then I'll give you the detailed explanation. First point is the magnetic lines of force due to a circular loop. Circular loop means, here we discussed about the straight conductor. If a straight conductor means like this, when I hold the conductor like this, here my thumb points the direction upward and these fingers, my folded fingers shows the direction of magnetic field. So this is the straight conductor, magnetic field due to a straight conductor. Then circular loop means like this. Okay, the two ends are connected to a cell, and if current is passing through like this loop, what will happen? This loop or this conductor act as a magnet and the magnetic lines of force will be produced. So here also, when we consider one point here, this one point we consider, so the magnetic lines of forces are circles around the conductor. When I consider the next point here, here also the magnetic lines of force are the circles. Okay, for all the points, the magnetic lines of force are the circles around the magnet. Okay, so just imagine that this is the straight conductor, if we bend the conductor like this, it will become a circular loop. Okay, and if we change the direction of current, the direction of field also changes. Then we can increase the strength of the magnetic field produced in this circular loop by increasing the number of turns. So this is the only one turn. If you increase the number of turns like this, okay, so you can increase the strength of the magnetic field. Then next we are going to study about magnetic field due to a circular coil. In the case of a circular coil, so the number of windings or the number of turns are more in number. They are very close to each other like this. Okay, so this is the circular windings like this. Okay, then when we connect these two ends to a cell, what will happen? That time also we studied that the magnetic lines of forces are the closed circles. Okay, circles around the conductor. Then next we are going to see about the next point is solenoid. So do you know the spring? Have you observed the spring? Spring, the shape of a spring we can consider as the solenoid. Or we can say a insulated copper wire wounded in the form of a helix. So that shape, or wounded in the form of a spring, that is known as solenoid. Then when we connect the two ends of the solenoid to a cell, Then the solenoid also act as a magnet and it shows some magnetic properties, and magnetic lines of force are there around the solenoid. Okay, then how can we understand the direction of current, or how can we understand the poles of this solenoid? For that we can look, that is the direction of current. Okay, so by looking the direction of current, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise, we can identify the poles of the solenoid. So we can study all these points in detail. Okay, all these points we are going to study now. So here are some videos. Please go through the videos. Okay.
Magnetic field due to a current in a circular coil. Magnetic field due to a current in a circular coil can be understood by the following activity. Take a drawing board and fix a white paper sheet over it. Make two holes A and B in the drawing board and pass a thick copper coil through it. Connect the ends of the copper coil to a cell through a switch and a variable resistance. Close the circuit and plot magnetic field lines of force with the help of plotting magnetic needle or compass needle. We can see that magnetic lines of force around the hole A are in anti-clockwise direction. However, the magnetic lines of force near the center of the coil becomes almost parallel. And around the hole at B, the lines of force are in clockwise direction. In the above activity, the lines of force enter the coil from the side of the experimenter. So we can say that the face of the coil towards the experimenter act as south pole and the face opposite to the experimenter act as north pole. Now relate the above observation to the flow of current in the coil, and then we can say that if the current flows in the coil in clockwise direction facing the experimenter, then that face of the coil will act as the south pole. If the current flows in the coil in anti-clockwise direction facing the experimenter, then that face of the coil will act as north pole of the magnet. From this activity, you can understand the properties of magnetic lines of force due to a current in a circular coil. So, here the magnetic lines of force are nearly circular near the wire. Then From this activity, you can understand the properties of magnetic lines of force due to a current in a circular coil. The magnetic lines of force are nearly circular near the wire. The lines of force are in the same direction, that is, in the upward direction within the space enclosed by the wire. Then, near the center of the loop, the magnetic lines are nearly parallel and magnetic field may be assumed to be practically uniform in a small place near the center. At the center of the coil, the plane of magnetic lines of force is perpendicular to the plane of the circular coil. Magnetic field in a solenoid. Let us study what is a solenoid. An insulated copper coil is wound around some cylindrical cardboard or plastic tube such that the length of the coil is greater than its diameter. Then it behaves like a magnet when an electric current flows through it. It is called a solenoid. Look at the figure of a solenoid. When an electric current is made to flow through it, then each turn of the coil behaves like a magnet. In figure A, current is flowing into the coil in anti-clockwise direction, so the left hand side of the each turn of the coil acts as the south pole, whereas right hand side of each turn of the coil acts as north pole. In figure B, current is flowing into the coil in anti-clockwise direction. So, the left hand side of each turn of the coil acts as north pole, whereas right hand side of each turn of the coil acts as south pole. Thus, the situation becomes similar to a number of small bar magnets placed end to end with their opposite poles facing each other, such that they collectively act as a bar magnet. Thus, a solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. So, it is clear that if the number of turns in a solenoid increases, then the magnetic effect also increases. The magnetic field around the solenoid is similar to the magnetic field around a bar magnet. From this animation, we are going to study the properties of magnetic lines of force around a solenoid. So, as we studied that a coil of many circular turns of insulated copper wire wrapped closely in the shape of a cylinder is called solenoid. When we connect a solenoid to a cell, a magnetic field is produced around the solenoid. And these magnetic lines of force are starting from the north and ends in south, and inside the solenoid the magnetic lines of force are south to north and they are parallel lines, and these parallel lines indicates the magnetic field is uniform inside the solenoid. And then how can we understand the direction of the solenoid? When we look into the solenoid, if the direction of current is in anti-clockwise direction, that end of the solenoid is considered as the north pole of the solenoid. And if we look into the solenoid, if the direction of current is in clockwise direction, that end of the solenoid is considered as the south pole of the solenoid. Then these two ends are represented by capital N and small n. And the strength of the magnetic field produced around a solenoid depends on the current through the solenoid That is, if the current is increases, the strength of the field also increases, and it will depend on the number of turns of the solenoid. If number of turns increases, the strength of the magnetic field also increases. And when we place a soft iron inside the solenoid, that also causes to increase the strength of the magnetic field. If we place a strong core, field also increases, and this is called electromagnet. What is an electromagnetism? A type of physical attraction that occurs between electrically charged particles. What is an electromagnet? It is a type of magnet in which the magnetic field is produced by an electric current. How does it work? Here you can see a soft iron is placed inside a current carrying solenoid, and the magnetic field produced by the current carrying solenoid can magnetize this soft iron core. That is, when a current of a single battery was passed through the insulated coil, the iron became magnetized and attracted other pieces of iron. Example, paper clips. Then the current was stopped, it lost magnetization. Electromagnet requires a continuous supply of current to maintain the magnetic field. An electric current produces a magnetic field as it flows through a wire. Magnetic field can be quickly determined. Where is it used? Electromagnets are widely used in switch gears such as relay and contactors. Here you can see the relay switches and the input and output circuit and how the switches are there. You can see from this diagram. So just understand the use only. The mechanism is not there for you. Just understand the use. Relay switch. Next, electromagnets are also used as components of electrical devices such as motors and generators. Here you can see how the magnet inside a generator works. So, generator is a device which converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. They are also employed in industry for picking up and moving heavy iron objects such as scrap iron. From this video, you can see how can we make an electromagnet. Here you can see a small electromagnet is made by using iron nail and copper wire, and when the switch is on, it have a capacity to attract magnetic substances. So here for this purpose, we need a cell, a small switch, and some iron nails, a big one and some smaller ones. Iron screw they used, or iron nail also we can use, and some nut. Okay, some magnetic materials, iron materials are there, and copper wire. Then you can see how they will make. That is the connecting wire, and it is connected to the battery. then a small switch to connect and break the circuit. So here you can see we can use this copper wire, and on the lengthy iron nail we can wind like this. Okay, having more number of turns. So here the soft iron, instead of soft iron what we place, iron plays the role of soft iron, and soft iron is placed inside the windings of the copper wire. Then this iron nail, the two ends are there to connect. The two ends of the copper wire are going to connect the two terminals of the cell. And with the help of a switch they are connecting, because if switch is there, when we need to break the circuit, we can break and connect the circuit by using the switch. Okay, you can also try to make this like objects, very simple, and this like of things are there in your home. Then after arranging all these things, just connect it to the cell, switch on the circuit. So what happened, now the current is passing through the circuit, and a magnetic field is developed inside the windings or coil, and that magnetic field magnetized the iron nail, and now the iron nail got the property of magnetic property, then it will attract the magnetic substances. So when we switch off, the magnetic property loses. So this is a temporary magnet.
Let us conclude today's section. So today we discussed about the magnetic field due to a current in a circular loop or a circular coil. So loop and circular coil is same point is coming. Loop means only a single layer, but coil means number of turns will be more number of turns will be there. So the properties of magnetic lines of force of a circular coil. The first point is the magnetic lines of force are concentric circles. At any point on the loop, the magnetic lines of force are circular loop. And as we move away from the conductor, the strength of magnetic field decreases. Then when we move to the center, the circle enlarges, and at the middle the lines of force appears as parallel lines, which indicates the magnetic field is uniform at that place. At the center the magnetic field is uniform. Then we can change the direction of magnetic field by changing the direction of current. And at the middle, the magnetic field, all the lines of force will show, or all the lines of force are in the same direction. And we can increase the strength of magnetic field by increasing the strength of current, and also we can increase the strength of field by increasing the number of turns. If the number of turns of the coil increases, the strength of the magnetic field also increases. Then next point we discussed about solenoid. Okay, what is a solenoid first? A conducting wire wound in the form of a helix, and or helix or in the form of a spring is called a solenoid. And when we connect the solenoid to a cell, it behaves like a magnet, and the magnetic field are produced around the solenoid. That means a current carrying solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. It shows all the properties of the bar magnet. Then next, when we place a soft iron inside the solenoid the magnetic field produced by the solenoid can magnetize that soft iron, and this soft iron will act as a magnet, it is a temporary magnet. So when we remove the connection, or if there is no current in the solenoid, the magnet will, or the soft iron will lose the magnetic property. So it is a temporary magnet, and these magnets is called electromagnet, and these electromagnets are used in switches, electrical gadgets like electric motor, generator, and also it is used to separate the magnetic substances from garbage also. So these are some of the uses. Then next what we discussed, the properties of magnetic lines of force of a solenoid. As I told you, it shows all the properties of bar magnet. The magnetic lines of force are starting from the north and ends in south, and they never intersect. And a freely suspended current carrying solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. That means it rests in north-south direction. Then the factors depending on the strength of the magnetic field. The first factor is current. If the strength of the current increases, the strength of the magnetic field also increases. Next, the number of turns. If the number of turns of the solenoid increases, the magnetic field also increases. And next, third property, based on the nature of the core material. That means when we place a iron core or a magnetic substance inside the solenoid. So based on the nature of this solenoid, if the core material is more powerful, the strength of the magnetic field developed around the solenoid also increases. Okay, so these are the points today we discussed. So please go through the PowerPoint and complete your notes.
Today we discussed the following point of magnetic effect of electric current, part 11. Magnetic field due to a current through a circular loop. At every point of a current carrying circular loop, the concentric circles representing the magnetic field around it would become larger and larger as we move away from the wire. At the center of the loop, magnetic lines of force are straight lines. Within the loop, the magnetic lines of force are the same direction. If the number of turns increases n times, the strength of the field also increases by n times. Magnetic field due to a current carrying circular coil. The magnetic lines of force are nearly circular near the wire. The lines of force are in the same direction in the upward direction within the space enclosed by the wire. Near the center of the loop, the magnetic lines are nearly parallel and the magnetic field may be assumed to be practically uniform in a small place near the center. At the center of the coil, the plane of magnetic lines of force is perpendicular to the plane of the circular coil. The magnetic lines of force become straight and parallel at the middle of the coil, and the magnetic field may be assumed to be practically uniform in that region. The strength of the magnetic field B produced by a current carrying circular coil increases if the strength of the current of the coil increased, if the number of turns of the coil is increased. Then the magnetic field increases if the radius of circular coil is decreased. In other words, for the same current, a smaller coil will produce a stronger magnetic field. Properties, poles of the coil. If the current at the face facing us is in clockwise direction, that face of the coil behaves as south pole. If the current at a face facing us in anti-clockwise direction, that face of the coil behaves like north pole. Magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid. Solenoid, a coil of many circular turns of insulated copper wire wrapped closely in the shape of a cylinder, is called a solenoid. Magnetic properties of magnetic lines of force. A solenoid carrying current behaves like a bar magnet, as its two ends act as the two poles of the magnet. A freely suspended current carrying solenoid comes to rest in north-south direction. The magnetic lines of force is uniform inside a solenoid. As we can see, the magnetic lines of force inside the solenoid are nearly parallel to each other and parallel to the axis of the solenoid. The intensity of current carrying solenoid depends on the following factors. Number of turns of the coil. If the number of turns increases, the strength of the field also increases. Strength of the current. If strength of the current increases, magnetic field also increases. Nature of the core material. The magnetic field produced is very strong when a soft iron core is placed along the axis of the solenoid. Electromagnet. A strong magnetic field produced inside a solenoid can be used to magnetize a piece of magnetic material like soft iron when placed inside the coil. The magnet so formed is called an electromagnet. Worksheet. List the properties of magnetic lines of force due to a current carrying circular loop. With the help of a diagram, explain the properties of magnetic lines of force due to a current carrying circular coil. List the factors affecting the strength of the magnetic field produced due to a current carrying solenoid. Define the following: solenoid and electromagnet. Draw the diagram of magnetic field lines of a current carrying solenoid. Write the properties of magnetic lines of force due to a current carrying solenoid. List the factors affecting the strength of the magnetic field due to a current carrying solenoid. Then, how can you identify the poles
you
of a
all got a
magnet?
clear idea about the points, all these points. Okay, so one thing you have to do, watch the class and immediately after sit and complete the notes and send to me. Okay, so let us wind up today's section. Thank you. Have a nice day.